Good morning. Welcome to the Ark of the Covenant Ministry, reading through the Bible with Reverend Hill. Excuse me. Starting with Judges chapter 18. In those days there were no king in Israel, and in those days the tribes of Dananite sought them an inheritance to dwell in. For unto that day all their inheritance had not fallen unto them among the tribes of Israel. And the children of Dan sent of the family of 5 men from the coast, men of valor from Zorah and from Eshtaol, to spy out the land and to search it. And they said unto them, Go, search the land. Who, when they came to Mount Ephraim, to the house of Mecca, they lodged there. When they were by the house of Mecca, they knew the voice of the young man, the Levite, and they turned in thither and said unto him, Who brought thee hither? And what makest thou in this place? And what hast thou here? And he said unto them, thus dealeth Mecca with me, and hath hired me, and I am his priest. And they said unto him, Ask counsel, we pray thee, of God, that we may know whether our way which we go shall be prosperous. And the priest said unto them, Go in peace before the Lord is your way wherein ye go. Then the 5 men departed and came to Lachish, and saw the people that were therein, how they dwell careless after the manner of the Zenites, quiet and secure, and there was no magistrate in the land that might put them to shame in anything, that they were far from the Zenites and had no business with any man. And they came unto their brethren to Zorah and Eshtaol, and their brethren said unto them, What say ye? And they said, Arise, that they may go up against them. For we have seen the land, and behold, it is very good. And are ye still? Be not slothful to go, and to enter possession the land. When ye go, ye shall come unto a people secure, and to large land. For God has given it into your hand, a place where there is no want of anything that is in the earth. And there went from this of the family of the Danites out of Zorah and out of Eshtaol 600 men appointed with weapons of war. And they went up and pitched in Kirjath-jearim in Judah. Wherefore they called that place Mahaneh Dan unto this day. Behold, it is behind Kirjath-jearim. And they passed thence unto Mount Ephraim, and came unto the house of Mecca. Then answered the 5 men that went to spy out the country of Lish, and said unto the brethren, Do ye know that there is in this house, an ephod and teraphim and a graven image of molten image. Now, therefore, consider what ye have to do. And ye turned thitherward and came to the house of the young man, the Levite, even the house of Mecca, and saluted him. And 600 men appointed with their weapons of war, which were the children of Dan, stood by the entering of the gate. And 5 men that went to spy out the land went up, and came in thither, and took the graven image, and the ephod, and the teraphim, and the molten image, and the priest stood in the entering of the gate with the 600 men that were appointed with weapons of war. And these went into Mecca's house and fetched the carved image, the ephod, and the teraphim, and the molten image. Then said the priest unto them, What do ye? And they said unto him, Hold thy peace, lay thy hand upon thy mouth, and go with us, and be to us a father and a priest. Is it better for thee to be a priest unto the house of one man, or that thou be a priest unto a tribe and a family in Israel? And the priest's heart was glad, and he took the ephod and the teraphim and the graven image, and went in the midst of the people. So they turned and departed, and put the middle ones and the cattle and the carriage before them. And when they were a good way from the house of Mecca, the men that were in the house near Mecca's house were gathered together and overtook the children of Dan. And they cried unto the children of Dan, and they turned their faces and said unto Mecca, What aileth thee, that thou comest with such company? And he said, Ye have taken away my gods which I made, and my priests, and ye are gone away, and what have I more? And what is this that ye say unto me, What aileth thee? And the children of Dan said unto him, Let not thy voice be heard among us, lest angry fellows run upon thee, and thou lose thy life with the lives of thy household. And the children of Dan went their way, and when Mecca saw that they were too strong for him, he turned and went back into his house. And they took the things which Mecca had made, and the priests which he had came unto a people that were at quiet and secure, and they smote them with the edge of the sword, and burnt the city with fire, and there was no deliverance, because it was far from Zidon, and they had no business with any man, and it was the valley that lieth by Beth Rohab, and they built a city and dwelt therein. And they called the name of the city Dan, after the name of Dan their father, who had born unto Israel. Howbeit, the name of the city was Lish at the first. And the children of Dan set up the graven image, and Jonathan, the son of Gershom, the son of Manasseh, he and his sons were priests to the tribe of Dan until the day of the captivity of the land. And they set them up Maker's graven image, which he made all the time that the house of God was in Shiloh. Judges chapter 19. And it came to pass in those days, when there was no king in Israel, that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim, who took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. And his concubine played the whore again against him, and went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months. And her husband arose and went after her to speak friendly unto her, and to bring her again, having his servant with him and a couple of asses, and she brought him unto her father's house. And when the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him. And his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained him and his abode with him 3 days. So they did eat and drink and lodge there. And it came to pass on the 4th day, when they arose early in the morning, that he arose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, Comfort thy heart with a morsel of bread, and afterwards go your way. And they sat down and did eat and drink, both of them together. For the damsel's father had said unto the man, Be content, I pray thee, and tarry all night, and let thy heart be merry. And when the man rose up, depart his father-in-law, and urged him, therefore he lodged there again. And he rose early in the morning on the 5th day to depart. And the damsel's father said, Comfort thy heart, I pray thee. And they tarried until afternoon, and they did eat, both of them. And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servants, his father-in-law, the damsel's father, said unto him, Behold, now day draweth toward evening. I pray you, tarry all night. Behold, the day draweth to an end. Lodge here that thine heart may be merry. And tomorrow get you early on your way, that thou mayest go home. But the man would not tarry that night, but he rose up and departed and came out against Jehu, which is and Jerusalem, and there were with him 2 asses saddled. His concubine also was with him. And when they were by Jebus the day, and was far spent, and the servant said unto his master, Come, I pray thee, and let us turn in into this city, the Jebusites, and lodge in it. And his master said unto him, We will not turn aside hither into the city of a stranger that is not of the children of Israel. We will pass over to Gibeah. And he said unto the servant, Come, and let us draw near to the city, this place to lodge all night in. Of Gibeah, or in Ramah. And they passed in and went that way. And the sun went down upon them when they were by Gibeah, which belonged to Benjamin, which and turned in aside thither to go in and to lodge in Gibeah. And when he went in, he sat him down in the street of the city, for there was no man that took them into his house to lodge him. And behold, there came an old man from his work of the field at the evening, which was also of Mount Ephraim, and he sojourned in Gibeah, but the men of the place were Benjamites. And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither goest thou? And whence comest thou? And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, toward the side of Mount Ephraim. From this am I, and I went to Bethlehem, Judah, but I am now going to the house of the Lord, and there is no man that receiveth me to house, yet there is both straw and provisions for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me, and for thy handmaid, and for the young man which is thy servant, and there is no want for anything. And the old man said, Peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon, only lodge not in the street. Only lodge not in the street. So he brought them into the house and gave provender unto the asses, and they washed their feet and did eat and drink. Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the man of the house round about and beat at the door and spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, Bring forth the man that came into thine house, that we may know him. And the master of the house, went out to them and said unto them, Nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is come into my house, not his father. Behold now. My daughter is a maiden and his concubine. Them I will bring out, and humble ye them, and do with them seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not so vile thing. But the men would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring them, they let her go. Then came the woman in the groaning of the day, and fell down at the door of the man's house, where her Lord was till it was. And her Lord rose up in the morning and opened the door of the house, and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold. And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon an ass, and the man rose up and get up him and unto his place. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her together with her bones into 12 pieces, and sent her into all the coasts of Israel. And it was so that all that saw it seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt until this day, consider of it, take advice and speak your mind Judges chapter 20. Then all the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was gathered together as one man from Dan even to Beersheba with the land of Gilead unto the lords of Mizpah, and the chief of all the people, even of all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of God, 400,000 footmen, they drew swords. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel were gone up to Mizpah. Then said the children of Israel, Tell us, how was this wickedness? And the Levite, the husband of the woman that was slain, answered and said, I came into Gilgal that belongeth to Benjamin. I am my concubine to Lodge. And the men of Gilgal rose against me and beset the house round about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me and my concubine. Have they forced that she is dead? And I took my concubine, and I cut her in pieces, and sent her throughout all the country at the inheritance of Israel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. Behold, ye are all children of Israel. We give here your advice and counsel. And all the people arose as one man, saying, We will not any of us go to his tent, neither will we have any of us return into his house. But now this shall be the thing which we will do to Gilgal. We will go up by lot against it, and we will take 10,000 of an hundred throughout all the tribes of Israel, and an hundred of 1,000, and 1,000 out of 10,000 to fetch victuals for the people, that they may do when they come to Gilgal of Benjamin, according to all the country that they have wrought in Israel. So all the men of Israel were gathered against the city, knit together as one man. As the tribes of Israel sent men through all the tribes of Benjamin, saying, what wickedness is the tribe is this done among you? How therefore deliver us the men, the children of Belial, which are in Gilgal, that we may put them to death, and put away evil from Israel. But the children of Benjamin would not hearken to the voice of their brethren, the children of Israel. But the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities unto Gilgal, to go out to the battle against the children of Israel. The children of Benjamin were numbered at the time out of the cities 26,000 men that drew swords, beside the inhabitants of Gilgal, which were numbered 700 chosen men. All the countries, all this people, there were 700 chosen men, left-handed. Every one could sling stones at one half breadth and not miss. And the men of Israel of battle, besides Benjamin, war, is numbered 400,000 men that drew sword. All these were men of war. And the children of Israel rose and went up to the house of God, and asked counsel of God, and said, which of us shall go up first to battle against the children of Benjamin, and against the children of Benjamin? And the Lord said, Judah shall go up first. And the children of Israel rose in the morning children encamped around Gilboa. And the men of Israel went out to battle against Benjamin, and the men of Israel put themselves in array to fight against them at Gilboa, and the children of Benjamin came forth out of Gilboa and destroyed them to the ground of the Israelites that day, 22,000 men. And the people of Gilboa and the people of the men of Israel encouraged themselves and set their battle again array in the place where they put themselves in array first day. The children of Israel went up and wept before the Lord until evening, and asked counsel of Gilboa. Therefore, of the Lord, saying, shall I go up again to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother? And the Lord said, go up against him. And the children of Israel came near against the children of Benjamin the second day. And Benjamin went up against them out of Gilboa the second day, and destroyed down to the ground the children of Israel again, 18,000 men. All day, all these drew the sword. Then all the children of Israel and all these people went up and encamped around the houses of God, and wept and sat there before the Lord and fasted that day until evening, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And the children of Israel inquired of the Lord, for the ark of the covenant of God was there in those days. And Phinehas, the son of Eliphaz, the son of Aaron, stood before it in those days, saying, shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother, or shall I cease? And the Lord said, go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into thy hand. And Israel set liars in wait round about Gilboa, and the children of Israel went up against the children of Benjamin on the third day, and put themselves in array against Gilboa as at a other time. And the children of Benjamin went out against the people and were drawn away from the city, and they began to smite of the people and kill as at other times in the highway of which other goeth up to the house of God, and the other Gibeah in the field, about 30 men of Israel. And the children of Benjamin said, they are smitten down before us as Seth the first. But the children of Israel said, let us flee and draw them men from the city unto the highway. And all the men of Israel rose up out of the place and put themselves in array at Baal Tamar. And they put themselves in array at Baal Tamar, and the liers in wait of Israel came forth out of their places, even out of the meadows of Gibeah, and there came against Gibeah 10,000 chosen men out of all Israel, and the battle was sore against they knew not that evil was near them. And the Lord smote Benjamin before Israel, and the children of Israel destroyed the Benjamites that day, 25,000 that day, 25,100 men. All these drew the sword. So the children of Benjamin saw that they were smitten, for the men of Israel gave place to the Benjamites. Because they trusted unto the liers in wait which they had set beside Gibeah. And the liers in wait hasted and rushed upon Gibeah, and the liers in wait drew themselves along and smote all the city with the edge of the sword. Now these were an appointed signs, because the signs between the men of Israel and the liers in wait, that they should make a great flame of smoke arise up out of the city. And then the men of Israel retired into battle. Benjamin began to smite and kill of the men of Israel about 30 persons. For they said, surely they are smitten down because us, as in the first battle. But when the flame began, a certain getting there. As Benjamin began to smite and kill the men of Israel, about 30 persons, for they said, surely they are smitten down before us as in the first battle. But when the flames began to arise up out of the city with the pillars of smoke, the Benjamites looked behind them, and behold, the flames of the city ascended up to heaven. And when the men of Israel turned again, the men of Benjamin were amazed, for they saw the evil waves come upon them. Therefore they turned their backs before the men of Israel unto the way of the wilderness, but the battle overtook them, and them which came out of the cities they destroyed in the midst of them. Thus they enclosed the Benjamites round about, and chased them, and trodden them down with the ease over against Gilead toward the sunrise. And there fell the Benjamites, 18,000 men. All these were men of valor, and they turned and fled toward the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon, and they gleaned of them in the highways 5,000 men, and pursued hard after them unto Gidom, and slew 2,000 men of them. So that which fell that day of Benjamin were 25,000 men that drew the sword. All these were men all these of that day, Benjamin was 25,000 that drew the sword. All these were men of valor, but 600 men turned and fled in the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon, and abode in the rock of Rimmon 4 months. And the men of Israel turned again upon the children of Benjamin, and smote them with the edge of the sword, as well the men of every city as the beasts, and all that came to hand. Also they set on fire all the cities that they came to. Judges 21. Now the men of Israel had sworn in Mizpah, saying, These shall not any of us give his daughters unto Benjamin to wife. And the people came to the house of God, and abode there till even before God, and lifted up their voices, and kept sword, and said, O Lord, God of Israel, then why is this come to pass in Israel that there should be the day one tribe lacking in Israel? And it came to pass on tomorrow that the people rose early and built there an altar and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. And the children of Israel said, who is there among all the tribes of Israel that came not up within the congregation unto the Lord? For they had made a great oath concerning him that came not up to the Lord to Mizpah, saying, he shall surely be put to death. And the children of Israel repented them for Benjamin their brother, and said, there is one tribe cut off from Israel's day. How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing we have sworn by the Lord that we will not give them of our daughters to wives? And they said, what one is there of the tribes of Israel that came not up to Mizpah to the Lord? And behold, there came none to the camp from Jabesh Gilead to the assembly, for the people were numbered, and behold, there were none of the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead there. And the congregation sent thither 12,000 men of the valiance, and commanded them, saying, go and smite the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead with the edge of the sword, with the women and the children, and this is the thing that ye shall do. Ye shall utterly destroy every male and every woman that has laid by man. And they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead 400 young virgins that had known no man by lying with any male, and they brought them unto the camp to Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. And the whole congregation sent some to speak to the children of Benjamin that were in the rock, Benjamin that were in the rock Rimmon, and to call peaceably unto them. And Benjamin came again at that time, and they gave them wives which they had saved alive of the women of Jabesh Gilead, yet so they sufficed them not. And the people repented them for Benjamin, because that the Lord had made a breach in the tribe of Israel. Then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? And they said, there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. Destroyed out of Israel. Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be the whole, cursed be he that given a wife to Benjamin. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly, in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the tribe of Gor. Our hour has come. The Ark of the Covenant Ministry, reading through the Bible with Reverend Hill.